Springfield.
More than 100 came out to honor 2 Air Force pilots killed in Westfield 60 years ago. With today's top stories and tomorrow's full forecast in the first 5 minutes, good evening. I'm Samantha Lavian. 60 years ago yesterday, 2 Air Force pilots were killed in an air show at Barnes Airport. Today, a permanent memorial was dedicated in their honor. Air Force pilots Lieutenant Robert Danell and Captain Fred Stevens were killed when their planes collided at an air show at Barnes Airport 60 years ago yesterday. Today, the sons of those 2 men were joined by more than 100 at a memorial dedication ceremony for their fathers.
It was a big hole in my life and definitely a certain amount of closure.
And really, after all these years, I didn't really know a whole lot about my dad at all. But because of this whole situation, the information has been amazing the way it's come in.
Most of the wreckage from the accident landed on what is now the East Mountain Country Club in Westfield. The Danell-Stevens Monument, built in the Air Force pilot's honor, now sits at the 15th tee on the golf course.
It is a lot of closure. As I told several people, my family, my brother and I did not know that the accident actually occurred here. We knew we were stationed at Westover, and that's where we thought the accident happened. So to find out that it happened here and to see pieces of the wreckage and to talk to people that were there that day has just been a very cleansing and closing experience for me.
Bringing the 2 families together, I think, is probably the most special thing about this whole thing.
Both of the sons say that they didn't know much about the accident, but have learned a lot about each other and their fathers in recent months.
And we've learned so much about my dad's career over this past year, and all because of them getting this whole thing together.
And for both the family and several witnesses, including Jack O'Connor, who saw the crash at just 9 years old, today's ceremony provided a sense of closure.
I've never forgotten the sight, and when I found out that the monument was being dedicated today, I just had to come up. Now, the construction of the monument is the result of 2 years of fundraising. Now, that included 2 golf outings, which raised over $10,000 for the project.